I've been trying to figure out how to, get rid of things in my life that just cause me anxiety. I have a real hard time with my anxiety, right? And I know I should probably go and see a doctor or something, but I've tried that. I've done that when I was younger, and it just never really got me to where, I needed to be. And I've tried to, replace things that cause me anxiety with other things to, make the situation better. I'll just keep those as things. But as I get older and I think back on like my childhood and teens in my 20s and things like that, I always thought money would change the way I felt about life. I always felt that money would give me a different point of view on life. Not necessarily make me happier, but I felt like it would provide a feeling that, I've never had before. And as I've gotten older and, I've acquired and I could provide myself with anything that I want, which is great. I feel the best thing about money is it provides a resolution, not for everything, but for most things. So I try to look at money as, we work, we get money, we spend it. It's a cycle. For me, I've chosen, in my years as of late, I've chosen to scale back on the spending. But, I like to use my money for things that can bring me joy, experiences, and as of late, I've been watching a lot of documentaries. I've been seeing that I'm connecting more with different things as I get older. So there's certain things I'm connecting with more, like nature, traveling, eating, getting back into my photography. Of course, always basketball, but there's other things that I'm more open to. Now that I have the opportunity to indulge and I'm able to dive in, I would like to give myself the opportunity to see what that's like, to see what that side of life is like. So today is Tuesday. It's about 6:30, between 6:30 and 7. I just got out the shower, I'm in the PJs, and I have a clear mind. And like I said, today is Tuesday. By maybe Saturday at the latest, I would like to take a few things off my list that I enjoy doing. And this weekend, I want to do 2 of those things off my list. I want to start living in the moment. I want to try new things. I want new experiences. And I'm going to make a list tomorrow, probably during my break at work, maybe Thursday during my break at work since I have more time on Thursdays. But I want to make a list of things I like in all categories, all facets of life. And then this weekend, I want to do 2 of those things off the list. And maybe as the weeks go by, I try to knock off, more things on that list and I try to add to the list. Or maybe I don't add to the list until I'm done completing things. Maybe I only give myself 5 things, maybe 10 things, maybe 3 things, maybe 7 things. I don't know how many things. Maybe the less the better. And, I'd like to see where that gets me. And I like to see, how that makes me feel internally and externally. And I'd like to document that. I'd like to get that on, I like to get that on camera to see, how everything pans out, how everything turns out. So that's my little challenge the next few days. And I want to see how it pans out. So by me recording this, that gives me the opportunity to hold myself to it. And hopefully I can follow through. This started with me just trying to see if I could follow through with recording, and here I am. That's my new challenge for myself. And like I said, I want to document that. So hopefully I can look back and, be proud of myself that I was able to, follow through with another thing and, give new things an opportunity, because there's so many things in the world that, I probably haven't even scratched the surface of that can just make me happy. And like I said, it doesn't have to be, me buying something or me, this like luxurious experience that involves money. But I just want to see like what I write down, and I want to see if I'm really going to accomplish it. Am I really just talking? Am I really about it? So that's my little challenge for myself. And hopefully the next, X amount of weeks, I can look back and be like, I finally did it. And, I can see the footage and think back and watch how that made me feel in the moment. So that's my little challenge. And like I said, today is Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm gonna get started on it and I'm gonna document that and see where it takes me, man.